Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and this is Catherine the 19th. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that has been on my mind lately surrounding creativity and time management and also perception. If you're creative like me, or you have any sort of creative hobby that you love to pour your time and passion into, then I'm sure you'll be familiar with this dialogue. Whoa, you make 5 YouTube videos a week? You must have a lot of time on your hands. Whoa, you were able to bake 7 dozen cookies and decorate them for this event? You must have a lot of time on your hands. Whoa, you can post creative photos to Instagram every single day? You must have a lot of free time. This is something that people who have creative hobbies especially hear all the dang time. And it's frustrating, and I'm sure if you've heard this before, you're already gonna know why it's frustrating. But the reason why it's so frustrating is because the person is implying to you that the only reason that you would have the time to do the creative thing that you do is because you're probably a bored introvert with nothing else to do anyway. And that's just not the case for most of us, or for any of us. And it's kind of rude to say, oh, like, you must just not have a lot going on in your life, so you occupy your time with this silly activity. Because that's not true. All of us are busy in our own ways. Everyone has a varying amount of stuff going on in their life, and people who are passionate about something make the time to do it, whether or not they're already busy. For instance, I feel like I am a pretty busy person. I'm taking 6 classes, which in my program is more than the full course load. I'm also a Dawn in residence right now, and I'm currently trying to get freelance work, and I make 5 YouTube videos a week. So if anyone ever says to me, wow, you make 5 YouTube videos a week, you must have a lot of time on your hands, I'm like, no, I make 5 YouTube videos a week, therefore I have no more time on my hands whatsoever. And I think a big reason why people might feel the need to say this to someone is because when you meet someone who does a lot of cool stuff, like say they make videos really frequently, or they do some sort of artwork really frequently, and you're impressed by it, and you think, whoa, that's cool, you really do that. I feel like sometimes people want to almost make an excuse for themselves why they can't do it. Like all the time people would say to me, oh, I would make YouTube videos too, but I'm too busy. I just don't have the time. I'm swamped with school right now, so I can't make YouTube videos. And you know what? I realize that everybody has a varying amount of work that they can take on in their life. So I'm not going to objectively compare myself to other people and how many courses are we taking, how many side jobs do we have, because that's not worthwhile. Everyone has a different amount of work that they can do. But I think it's just kind of untrue to say, I don't have time to do it, so that's why I can't, implying that I must have just so much free time and that's why I'm able to do it. I think people want to give themselves a reason why like they haven't done it as well, and the easiest thing to come up with is I don't have time, because nobody ever thinks they have time for anything. I think the root of my frustration with this comment is that it sort of devalues the work that's done by someone to say, oh, you must have a lot of time on your hands to do that, as if like it's just something that I'm so bored I like reach to do it, and I guess I'll like kind of make it because I don't have anything else to do. It completely pries away the context of the time management, the hard work, and the determination that it takes to do creative work and to create awesome stuff for the internet or otherwise. And when people say, oh, you just must have a lot of time on your hands, it totally dismisses all of that stuff that surrounds the creative work. Because the reality is, we all have the same number of hours in a day as Beyonce. And we all have to choose how we use that time. And I'm not here to like judge people for using more or less of that time for relaxation, because I'm a big believer in self-care, and everybody has a differing amount of hours or whatever that they need to spend on themselves to be healthy. Because the reality is most creatives are working hard all the time to be able to fit their side projects or their job into their day to get it all done. And it's kind of just disrespectful to assume the only reason somebody could make YouTube videos is because they've got a lot of time on their hands. There's this quote that's been going around a lot recently, and you've probably seen it on Facebook, but I feel like this sums up the entire discussion pretty well, and that's that instead of saying, I don't have time for something, you should say, I'm not making this a priority right now. Because that's the truth. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like, I don't have time to, I don't even know, what do I say that to? was gonna say workout, but I do make time for that. Like watching Netflix maybe isn't a priority to me, or like doing a lot of leisure reading isn't a huge priority to me. That's fine, and maybe that stuff is for you, and that's good for you. But just know that I don't just have like a lot of time to do random stuff. I make time in my day to make YouTube videos, to get my schoolwork done on time, and to exercise every day because those things are priorities to me. That's my rant for the day. Stop saying to people who do creative work, wow, you must have a lot of time on your hands, because guess what? They have the same hours in a day as you do. So that's all I had to say for today. Let me know in the comments below if you have experienced this before. If you're a creator, do people often say to you, wow, like you must have a lot of time or whatever? Those kind of comments, and how do you respond to it? And does it bother you, or am I the only one that finds this annoying? If you enjoyed this video, or if you like these kind of chatty videos in general, please give this a thumbs up, because I'd love to know what kind of content you guys want to see. Also, subscribe below so you don't miss any of my future daily vlogs and videos about creativity, videography, photography, and design. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I love you all. I hope you're following your dreams, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!